And today, I know that the PDP, APC, and all other parties have reached their peak. They will only come down with time. As time goes on, I'm sure you will see so many things negative coming out of them. And it's only our party, the NNPP, that is growing by the day. Every day, more and more people are joining NNPP. And I believe that NNPP is the party to beat in 2023.
Sir, you're seeking to lead Nigeria. Today, Nigeria is 62 years old. What is your assessment of the country, and what do you think should be done to improve the fortunes of Nigerians?
Well, I am very happy, and we thank Almighty God for preserving this country, Nigeria, for all these years, 62 years. And I believe that we have seen the list that we are expecting. But on the other hand, I'm happy to say that a lot has been achieved. 60 years ago, Nigeria was not like this in terms of anything we can think of. Of course, there are areas that we all know that Nigeria could have done better. And I think that's why we are in politics, to have an opportunity to improve the situation of the country. That's why we are in politics. All these young men and women who are roaming the streets jobless today should get jobs. We are in politics to ensure that every child, like we had in Kano, during our time in Kano, there was no child that did not get not only a space, but a chair or a bench to sit down in Kano. Nobody. And nobody finished his second primary school and could not get a space to go to secondary school. And nobody finished secondary school and he has the requirements to go to university or any tertiary institution that did not go. Is there on record? We built thousands of classrooms, we built hundreds of secondary schools, hundreds of primary schools, and we equipped them, we employed teachers, trained and retrained those we inherited, and so on and so forth. So we have done so much. I'm sure some of you didn't know that in 4 years, we established 26 institutes. In the 8 years I was governor, we established 2 universities, Kano University of Science and Technology and Northwest University, one of the leading universities today in this country. Some of you didn't know that we sponsored over 3,000 young men and women to go abroad, 14 countries, including very expensive courses like piloting. We sponsored 100. Out of those, each one of them was sponsored, and we spent not less than 11 million per one pilot abroad, and medicine and so on and so forth. Over 3,000 of them, and they are all back. And there is no state that is not represented in that scholarship, and it was deliberate. In fact, just now we finished meeting with about 10 students who were from Plateau State. We call them scholars. And we just had a meeting and photographs and so on and so forth. And each state we go, we have scholars to meet. And these are our strength, people who are working very hard, people who benefited, and people who are ready to go to any extent to support us. In fact, all the rallies we had yesterday, they are all there to support us. And when election comes, people will see wonders in this country. People will be shocked. Because you see, everybody wants to have a chance. Nobody wants to continue with this status quo, except those few people who are benefiting from it. No security, the economy is a mess, the infrastructure from here to Abuja or anywhere in this country, we have big problem with roads, with rail lines, and so on and so forth. So I'm so happy that we are seeing this support. We are very much confident, and very soon we'll come out with our blueprint. We will tell Nigerians what we think should be done to change the status quo for the better.
So, your final words to Nigerians as we approach the electioneering campaigns.
Now, we always tell our supporters to always be peaceful. We went and signed a peace accord. All the political parties that are contesting, all the candidates signed. And we didn't only sign, we mean it. But on the other hand, I want to advise my friends, my colleagues in other political parties that they should not be too desperate to start attacking people. We had a situation, especially in Nasarawa State, neighbors here, where our state assembly member was attacked. He was shot. He survived it, but with some bullets in his body. And we are taking that very seriously, and we are going to take necessary action because we shouldn't allow that to continue. And some of these things are sponsored from the highest level in the state. And I think people should be more careful. And one problem that we have in this country is there is no punishment and there is no reward arrangements today. So I appeal to them. If God says he will be, he will be. Of course, people should not overrate themselves. I know there are people who believe that the presidency belongs to them, and therefore they have to take it. It doesn't belong to it belongs to Nigerians. Nigerians will decide who becomes the president of this country. And that's where we are. We are working very hard. We are reaching out to the people. Our party is on the ground. And unlike other parties that are floating in the air, looking at big faces, not knowing that those faces were the very faces that actually created the problem or the total mess that we're in this country today. So I'm so happy that I'm here in Plateau. And certainly, by the grace of God, we are coming back to talk to our people again, to organize and arrange for the 2023 election. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.